Mic check. There it is. Mic check is good now. Turn this down a little bit. All right, we're good. Good morning. Good morning. This volume looks spectacular. My goodness. Um, I'm ready to jump right in here. Levels are set. We have Asia opening with a very, very strong expansion lower. Right, as you can see, if we go to like the 3 hour chart, what we're working with here, we have Asia expanding very aggressively, breaking structure. This looks bearish, right, initially because we did have that FOMC drive higher and it failed to continue and we just break structure underneath it. Price fills in this gap here, immediately retraces back for these lows. So I would anticipate this low is going to be taken, right? If this low isn't taken, then maybe price retest this order block right here, before either breaking structure to go higher or just retest it to go lower. Um, First thing I'm noticing is how we're getting this massive divergence off of London's low. So if price only wants to sweep out this London low, we'll start to see a flip back above midnight, and that'll give us a reason to look for buys on ES, right? But for right now, it's best to just play it neutral and see what the market has to offer. If we look at the 30-minute profile, let's see if there's anything on the table right now. A bunch of 30-minute gaps here. Price absorbs this gap right here, flips, and then you're getting this massive closure on the 30-minute, but it's giving you divergence. So you really don't want to consider this as a legitimate break of structure until ES can break structure. So I would say this is actually going to probably end up being a buy, right? When you see how we have all these 30-minute gaps, we fill in this specific gap right here, absorb the sellers, absorption, and then we break out creating beautiful bullish BPR, bullish flip in price action. That's exactly what I want to see for a buy setup. And then now that we're getting this bullish gap here, you want to see this low maintained. Naturally, ideally for a buy, you want to see that low maintained. But when we have SMT off of it, that honestly makes this look even better. And I want to know, can we get a clean power of 3 here at 10 a.m.? Can we open a little bit lower at 10? Let's see what we did at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we did open slightly lower. Not enough for me. I think I want to see another push lower before I believe that price is ready to go higher. All right, I'm looking for that power of 3 where 10 a.m. can open lower, grab some major liquidity, and then flip bullish. Right now we're opening higher, right back into bearish territory. All right. But if price, like if we're doing it based off of let me go make sure my levels are good real quick, because I don't see anything. Let's see if we have anything in here. Yeah, I don't see anything on the Nasdaq here, right? So if I'm looking at specific price points and I want to know what is, okay, so right here, yeah, midnight price and this 2 a.m. price is sitting in between. So that would tell me, okay, with this bullish divergence, right? We don't have a bearish divergence at the highs. Yes, we do. Okay, I'll take that back. So I'm going to break this down like so, right? We have a bearish divergence at the high. Mark that off. And we have a divergence at the low as well. What does that tell me? That tells me that buys and sells could potentially be on the table. And I want to know, all right, what level was keeping price bullish here? And that's going to go down to the 5-minute and we'll see. All right, we had these levels right here that would hold price down for bearish price action here. And price just flipped those easily. This is already looking very bullish. All right, and then we have, like I said, this level right here. Up above, there's a lot that we could work with. First thing I'm going to notice is ES never breaks midnight. NASDAQ quickly trying to retest and maybe get back above midnight. We get above midnight here. I'm going to be interested in a potential buy right away out the gate because of the strength we're getting off of this divergence. Price wants to reclaim midnight right here and retest it. Right now we haven't retested it, so that's going to be tough. But yeah, let's just see, because how I'm looking at it, remember that higher time frame order block, it also aligns with this 930 price. Notice there was no Judas higher at 930. 930 gives you a small sweep higher. That's not really typical for 930 manipulation, right? So if price is manipulating lower, what you'll see is price will break this level, get back, retest, and then just continue to the upside. And then we could potentially aim for this Asia high here, which I should have marked off. Mark that off. And we should have it over here. All right, yeah. So I'm watching this closely for a buy right now. You can see the energy off of it. This is actually looking like a beautiful 30-minute profile for a reversal to the upside. What you want to do now is just wait for the retest of these levels that are being broken. We're breaking midnight right now. You need to see a retest that shows you that price is not ready to go back underneath it. And if we can continue to hold that EMA, I will be looking to buy ES because ES is stronger. ES is much further past this midnight price. And we are chilling from that point on. What's up with crypto? Crypto looking good, but we're still underneath midnight price, right? Look at how midnight price serves as a legitimate wall. Crypto still under midnight price. I really wouldn't be bullish on crypto until we can flip this, right? Same thing over here on Ethereum. And then the first roadblock is going to be this 930 open price. Is price truly bullish? If so, it'll get above here. Notice that 10 a.m. really doesn't offer much manipulation lower. I think we're probably going to see a rejection off 930, bro. Just because of how clean this 10:30 low, 10 a.m. low is. All right, let's see if we get this retest here. And I'm already ready to go. Pull up my contract sheet here, and I'm ready to fire at the very first clean either power of 3 profile or 10:30. I'm sorry, not 10:30, 30-minute profile. Because the SMT on the higher time frame has already given us reason to look for buys. All right. Let's clean this up. We already have good reason to look for buys. And we know that if price is truly bullish, it won't get back below this midnight price here. It'll try to. That's what you want to see. You want to see the algorithm rebalance to midnight right now and then completely fail to get through there. That's going to be the first step to going higher. And then the next step is going to be breaking this 930 price. So I won't buy it because we're too close to 930. Price could literally slam back down off of this price. So I don't want to buy it this close. I want to see price break it with a good retest. And that'll open the door for much higher. No more news events today. So I think we're good. Really nice rejection. We barely missed this midnight price. I don't like that we didn't try and get below it. We are retesting this previous daily level. We're going to get this retest off of 930. All right. If price can't break 930, we get back below this EMA, I'm going to short it. Very, very simple. Very clean profile right now. I'm looking at two things, right? We have the SMT at the high and the SMT at the low for that 30-minute closure. And then we have 10 a.m. opening with very little movement lower, right? So if this isn't the manipulation, what does that mean? That means this is the manipulation. It's manipulating higher, and we're going to see some sort of SMT, right? So maybe price sweeps this high and then gets right back below 930. We'll see. And I don't like that price didn't exactly drive into this midnight price. We barely miss it. And then what do you notice over here? There's been no retest of any key level yet. We haven't filled any bullish gaps. Just a strong V-shaped recovery here, and that's not really what I want to see. Really strong reaction, but a lot of people are going to be looking at this and saying, why didn't we take out Asia low? I'm thinking the same thing right now. Is price going to try to slam back lower? Crypto, I'll set some alerts for above midnight. Price starts getting above midnight, then that means we should start hurrying higher, and price should get on its horses. I really expect a rejection right here, so let me I even think you could short it right now. Let's see what the orb did today. Looks like the orb did really good, bro. The orb got you paid today, right? 930. Yeah, the orb did pretty solid, man. Maybe that's a good sign for all the traders. If the orb works out, everybody's getting paid. Boom, boom, boom. What was I about to do? Oh yeah. Cool. And I'm considering just streaming on YouTube every day now, bro. I don't know what's up with Kick. I tried to get on Kick and it just will not, it will not show us anything. It will not show us anything, man. So you see the rejection already coming in off 930. Let's see if that follows through here. Like this type of setup, you can almost just short it, bro. Like I haven't really built this into my strategy yet, but when you see price overextend at 10 a.m. into another bearish area of interest, if we go to the 4 hour, I'm sorry, 3 hour, it was on the 3 hour. Remember, we have these levels right here. Price pushes higher. This is like a breaker, right? A high, I'm sorry, a high, a low, a high, and then lower low. Breaker gets hit. Coincidentally, there's no coincidence that it's sitting right on that 930 open price. You see the rejection right here. You could, like I said, you could short this just off of that concept alone. Wait for some sort of rejection and try the short. But instead of shorting it, what I like to do is I want to see price either get below the EMA and feel comfortable there. That way I know, all right, chances are it's going to take this low. Or just give price a chance to do what it wants to do. It's still early. I don't really need to be in a trade right now. But you can see the rejection coming in, right? So I would love to see price drive back down into this red area to retest something down in there. 1016, we're chilling. And yeah, I'm truly considering just trading on YouTube every day now. I don't know what's up with Kick. Let's see if it's back up. It's not. I don't know what's wrong with it. So yeah, I'm chilling for now. I'll take this off the screen just so if anyone joins, they don't think we're in a trade. We're chilling. We're retesting this previous daily level here, previous daily low. Nice retest, nice bounce off of it, and crypto's still stretching higher. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some sort of SMT before the price can start to sell off and rebalance this 10 a.m. expansion. So we're gonna chill and see what happens, yo. I do anticipate some sort of short to kick in from here, though. We didn't retest 10 a.m. at all. We didn't retest midnight. This level right here is interesting. 10 a.m. price from yesterday came into play. ES is so much stronger. Let me put that on my chart here. Nice, really clean SMT. We're just waiting for that manipulation or that over dramatic pullback, right? We know how the market's been trading lately. So there's no excuse for us to feel like we just need to click the buy button right now and join this. We know how it goes. The moment you think it's just going to keep going up, it's going to slam lower like it's been doing randomly the past. Even last night, you saw this major move up. You thought price was going to be super bullish. Wrong. Another drive higher gets met with another random free fall. And now we're getting another drive higher, which is about to create another SMT. So just wait for it, and it's probably going to sell off, fall off a cliff. So let's zoom in here. I like how we're breaking through all the resistance, though. I will give it that. We have broken through pretty much all of the resistance levels that price was putting up, except for we still have a few up ahead here. You see the wicks off these areas. You see the EMA was previous resistance. So I still think there's a few roadblocks up ahead, including 930 for NASDAQ. We break 930 on ES for the first time. However, we have not retested it. There's a chance that the retest will fail, right? And get right back below it. And then you start to see that selling pressure to rebalance. So just because it broke it here, I'm not really a fan of buying up here unless we see price retest and show that strength up in this area. This looks like it's going to be the first hour of market of well, like 9 a.m. to like 11 or 9 a.m. to like a 10:30 or so. Looks like it's just going to be pure manipulation. 30-minute chart giving us multiple levels of divergence over and over. Divergence on the first candle, and now this candle clearly going to have divergence in the next 8 minutes. Unless NASDAQ can catch up, which I doubt, right? And let's see, what levels are we taking out? Is this pre-market? I think so. Yeah, so we're taking out this pre-market high here. I'll mark that out as session liquidity because price can reverse off of this level if it wants to. Pre-market high is being taken out there. Perfect. Now let's see what happens. Don't really need this. We already know. Price is bullish. Like I said, if price was able to give us a clean retest of midnight or even a clean retest of this red zone here, I would have been in these buys targeting the high. But when you see that price doesn't offer that retest, you can't chase it. Right back to this weekly open. This is funny. No retrace. Let's check the 1 minute. Was there any type of rebalance? You got a retest here with this 1 minute gap, and you got one up here. But what? No, I'm not. I'm not buying this. Crypto hit a wall off of midnight for now. Major SMT off of this drive higher. I would love to see a crash back lower and catch it. Man, there it is. So that this volume actually looks legit now. We are starting to clear midnight price with a lot of energy here, and it's going to close a 30-minute body above it. This energy looks legit, guys. This, wow. So yeah, we may have missed it then. Somehow price didn't need to retest anything, and it barely missed midnight price, which would have been one of my key areas. We flipped 930 with no retest. All right, we just expand all the way through it. I would say price has to come back down, so I'm going to be looking for the shorts now that we get this 30-minute closure in 5 minutes. I'm going to just sit back here, zoom out, clean up my chart, and look for a reason to short now. We're going to get this divergence off of the high, and what do you notice? NASDAQ still underneath previous 930 open price, so I don't believe we're truly bullish just yet. Let's check over here. Ethereum hasn't broken midnight yet either, so that's a red flag. You need to see both get above midnight and retest it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can put together a decent trade idea right now. I'm gonna reset my levels once this 30-minute candle closes, because we also have SMT at the low and then another SMT at the high. So essentially what it comes down to is I'm going to focus on ES, right? ES is the leader. So if we're bullish, I would anticipate this level to hold. We have this previous session, New York session high. If we break that, you could get the retest, like we have a breakout and then a retest to go higher. And then the most important level is going to be this 930. If we can retest it, break now, retest and hold it, then I like higher. I'm pretty sure we'll have some fair value gaps in here. 10-minute fair value gap, 5-minute gaps. All right, so this becomes the breaker, the most current breaker, right? High, low, and then a new high. So this area right here should be retested. Ideally, we'll see, bro, at this point. Nice rejection. Oh, yeah. Price fell in to close through it. If we can get this wick, I'm definitely going to be looking for the shorts over here. So yeah, I'm going to focus on ES and see if we can get some rejection to come in. I want to see if we can close back underneath this pre-market high. You see the rejection off of this level right now, and there's also a 5-minute fair value gap, right? So I want to see if we can get back up under it, and also I want to see if we can flip this EMA. So right now we're chilling. There's no reason to be over aggressive on the short. I just want to see price show me that it truly wants to push back and retest either midnight or retest this 10 a.m. level. These are key levels to every single trading session in New York. And the fact that we just blew past it as if we didn't have any interest, that's a scam. And then we take the highs and create SMT. And then also you see a strong rejection off of this weekly open. This is the type of setup you want to look for shorts. Nice rejection off of this midnight price. We got a closure. It slammed right back underneath the EMA, right back underneath structure. A retest would be fire, but this is where we just sit back and see what price wants to do here. 30-minute candle is opening. We have a wick off of this 30-minute order block here. But as I mentioned, right, ES is a little bit stronger. So you need to see ES flip bearish before you even think about shorting. It's a great rule of thumb, right? If you're looking for shorts, you need to identify which chart is stronger and focus on that for a short, which is why I'm focused more on ES. I need to see ES start to break bullish structure, maybe even take out this gap here. If we can get like a inversion retest of this session high, then I'm anticipating lower. And I say lower, I mean a lot lower. We didn't take out Asia low. Asia high is super, I guess not that far. Asia high is up here, but rejection off of the weekly open. And then you have this unmitigated fair value gap that was filled, giving us a strong reaction here. See if that's the case over here. Yep, unmitigated gap gets filled. So you're going to, oh wait, no, I take that back. We have filled this gap. You're going to see selling pressure, 30-minute chart, 10-minute, 15-minute. All right, there goes that unmitigated 15-minute gap. Right, so the moment you stab into it, you know you're going to see selling pressure. So you don't fall for the bait to just immediately short it. You wait to see how this gap reacts. Now that we've filled in this gap, you're going to see bearish gaps created. Let's say price pushes in, maybe even like a 3-minute gap or something, 2-minute, 1 minute. It's tough. 5-minute gap should be forming here shortly. But once we start forming bearish gaps, now I'm like, okay, if price is bearish, it should respect these bearish levels. All right, you see this bearish 5-minute gap created when we filled in this unmitigated 15-minute gap. You know there's going to be some sort of rejection typically, but does that rejection create a bearish window that holds, or does that rejection create the ROC reversal, telling you price is just absorbing those shorts and it's going to go higher? I love this reaction here. Notice price is holding this previous New York high. And then we're retesting this 10 p.m. level, which for whatever reason is showing a lot of strength. I don't know why. We retested it once on the breakout. We closed through it, drove back into it, closed through it again, and now you're getting that retest. And it's just serving up really, really well right now. I wish we would retest this 930 price. Crypto dumping, bro. And it retested 930. This is a short. I might short crypto, bro. But I should short Ethereum if I'm going to short. I'm supposed to short Ethereum. There goes that confirmation, the sell confirmation, right? Remember when we closed through 930, I drew this up for a pushback and reject. This is a beautiful rejection here. Excellent sell signal. You want to short the weaker one. Ethereum is the weaker one. So technically it should be like this. Short, stop above 930. What else is down here? There's not much down here, bro. So either it's gonna free fall or it's gonna take this low and then try to go back bullish. So naturally, you just aim for the low. Aim for the low. Try to get like 1R. And that's the target. Here goes the short. All right, yeah, we closed through here. Closed through this session level. It's tough to trade this right now because what do you guys notice, right? This candle closes with a beautiful wick, and then the very next candle opens up and immediately dumps. That's a scam, bro. Why do you want to show so much bearish pressure so early in the candle? It's almost like you want to trick people into thinking that it's bearish, right? You want to see this type of pressure towards the end of a 5-minute candle. We have 3 minutes left. I don't even want to watch that, bro. That's a scam. Let's watch something else here. Check on the stock market heat map. Stocks. Nvidia is down 3%. Apple's down 1%. Crazy times, bro. Amazon's pretty flat. What's the price on Amazon right now? 230. It's not really too bad, right? Just a few red tickers. Tesla 2%. Not too bad. Looks like we're gonna have to wait for another 30-minute candle. As you can see, this looks like this one will be the inside body candle, which is accumulation. This candle may not take either side of the 30-minute range, which is fine. Just tells us price is wasting time. So no reason for us to be chasing a trade. If this candle doesn't want to start expanding towards a previous high or low, the next candle should do so. Man, I wish the last candle would have closed, bearish. Instead, we're sitting here in La La Land. And looking at yesterday's price action, I was just watching yesterday. It was a really good testament as to like what the market has been doing lately. Like, once price flipped bullish, like right here, this move right here at 1 o'clock, you would think price would be ready to go, but it's 12:50 on the breakout. The move doesn't happen until 2 p.m. So an hour and 10 minutes later, you start to see the bullishness actually kick in. So that first indication takes a while to deliver. And here we are, right? We're getting that first indication of lower. We could be in this area for another hour before price actually starts to give the closures and all of the speed that we're looking for. Here we go. Come on, man. A nice close underneath this session level here. A nice close through this obvious support. I don't know how this is finding support off of such a random level, but it has been, rejecting this level. Also rejected this previous daily low. So let's see what happens in the next 30 seconds. There we go. That's what you want to see, guys. I'm looking for the short here. Strong close through here. We break this low. I'm going short. Stop above here. Target 10 a.m. Easy, right? You see how the levels are literally, they're like magnets, yo. And I'm looking to get in at 25,483 with a 80-point stop would be 3 micros. Perfect. Just waiting on that break of that low. And are we gonna push here? Yeah, I'm short. Short there. TP 10 a.m. Stop above this high. And like I said, you want to short the weaker one. So that's why I'm shorting that. Ethereum still hasn't dumped yet, so there's still a lot more downside. I want to put alerts at these lows. Let me see here. And I just want to see speed lower. Put some alerts down here. One of these should take out the low. Because we see so much SMT at the high, I would anticipate Ethereum to take out the low. Maybe NASDAQ stall at 10 a.m. But I don't think we're bullish after this reaction. Nice. And 10 a.m. could be a very, very strong point. So you got to be careful there. That was quick, yo. I didn't even get a chance to type this up. It might pull back, though. So just in case it pulls back, I'll type it up for VIP 25,481. 25,481. But yeah, when I look at this, I don't see much that stops price from going lower except for this level down here, which, like I mentioned, hadn't been retested. So that's why I was super interested in the short, right? And what you want to know now is how fast can we get this delivery? I like the rejection we see here on Ethereum, but you don't see any strong like body closures yet. So that's telling me that price may just chop around a little bit. And I want to see at least one of these over here hit this low. So that's what we're waiting for right now. Cool. And remember the levels that, oh wait, that's the wrong chart. So the levels that I'm watching for a pullback is like, all right, remember we were using this level as resistance. Price broke through it, was doing really well. And then now we closed through it with a beautiful failure to get back through it. And then we closed through midnight. So now if price wants to retest midnight, that's fine. Or if price wants to retest this area, I anticipate these two red zones here to hold up. May even put my stop a little bit, like 50 bucks ahead of this level, just in case price wants to push to the extremes for whatever reason. However, that's why I shorted NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a lot weaker, so we shouldn't see such a push higher. ES may want to push, retest 930, maybe even retest this session high here at 68.76, right? So if it wants to do that, or retest the EMA even, I'm okay with that because of all the confirmation that came into this trade. I was anticipating the short. Now I just have to give the short some room to deliver here. I'm watching crypto, honestly. This should be the catalyst for the move. Similar to when crypto started to reject here, you started to see NASDAQ reject. So if we can get that rejection here, that'll be perfect. So I definitely want to see this 30-minute candle at least close back up under this previous daily low here. And I would want to see this 30-minute candle close. Let's see, the 15-minute should have closed below it. Oh my goodness, that's a dirty wick. You want to see the higher time frame start to match what we saw in the lower time frame, right? We saw the 5-minute closures, which should open the door for the higher time frame closures. If this starts to wick off of these areas, then that's just unfortunate, bro. That's just unfortunate. The lower time frame, which is, I'm not using the 1-minute chart. I'm not using all of that garbage. I'm on the 5-minute, which is pretty reliable. 10-minute gives us a strong closure as well. I think we should be good with at least a 10-minute. But I want to see the higher time frame, right? I want to see these 15-minute candles. I want to see these 30-minute candles offer the same confluence. Otherwise, it may be just setting me up. It's almost like it knows I'm watching the lower 5-minute chart. I get the confirmation on the 5-minute chart, but the higher time frame is not showing that right now. We have 2 minutes left until a new 30-minute candle opens. So I want to see either this candle close very strongly here, which it looks like it's not, bro. Dirty wick off the 30-minute. When's the last time we saw a wick like that on the 30-minute chart, bro? Come on, bro. And then from this point of view, we need obviously the next 30-minute candle to just continue, at the very least, rebalance, maybe take this low. But it's like, in what world are we getting these massive wicks? Let's see the last time we saw a wick like that. We saw some wicks like that right here. On the short, price ended up taking that high before going lower. These wicks are dirty. That was a 930 candle. Bullish wick here. That's crazy, yo. But the next 30-minute candle could do us some justice here. The 30-minute EMA is right next to our stop. However, ES is still above this 30-minute EMA. I do not want this candle to close bullish, bro. At least close bearish. with the wick. Please, ES. This is dirty, yo. This is genuinely dirty. NASDAQ, can you please at least hold this bearishness for us? Crypto still holding the same level, so it's not too weird yet, but it is starting to get a little bit sketch. Let's see if we can get this bearish closure. All right, at least we got a bearish closure, bro. Now it's gonna try to run up here, and then we should see a nice drop. Put the wick in on the high. I need this candle right here to hold very strong, guys. I need this 10 p.m. price to send price like on a free fall right now. We respected this previous session high also. Come on, yo, you can do it, yo. The levels are still holding. For whatever reason, we got a strong rejection off of these lows right here. What are these lows? I don't. London low. We rejected London's low. Pushed back up. All right, there goes. That's a nice rejection there. Now we need a break through midnight again, which we broke it on the 5-minute. But this is scary, yeah. If we can't break this, guys, if we retest this 930, I'm going to flip my position. And I'm going to go long. Oh, my goodness. How is it doing this? Like, it's almost like being the weirdest it can possibly be right when I feel like I have confirmation. All right, we close through it, immediately get back above it, and now we're stuck between the EMA, 10 p.m., and midnight. We need to see 10 p.m. and the EMA hold and break midnight. If price breaks through here, I have to flip my position, bro, and go bullish. These are very key areas for me. And then what do you notice? Price gets underneath 930. Oh, bro, this looks so bullish now, bro. It's like, how are you able to do this? It's like you're playing both sides, right? You flip back above 930, but you still hold this previous session high. I don't know. This becomes 50-50, and I don't want to be 50-50. I think I got to close this right here and just wait for more confirmation. As soon as I get out, it's going to go straight down, watch. If I don't get out, it's going to rip my stop. I want to trust the setup, bro, because this is everything I would want to see except for the final 2 candles here. Like, what's the deal here? Why would you just flip like that? And then you see over here, you see crypto holding this low. It's like it wants you to just speculate right now. It's trying its best to just throw you off, which is so crazy to me, bro. Just give me a closure through this 930 candle here, 930 price. A strong closure through here once again, and that opens the door for my short. If we can't get through here, this is obviously bullish, and price doesn't want any more lows. This sell-off was just to maybe retest midnight, which is fair. Like I can see that, you know what I mean? I can see price hitting midnight and wanting to be bullish, but why do we close so strongly below it, gap through it, leave a beautiful 5-minute bearish gap if we're not anticipating another run lower? I guess that's just what it does if it wants to trap you, right? All right, yeah, there goes the buys, bro, and there goes easy flip back bullish. At this point, I don't even want to touch it because it's gonna stop me out anyway. and I would only be saving myself $100. So what I'll do is just let it do whatever it wants to do here. Once we close, stop me out, then I'll start looking for a buy. But right now it's still showing resistance here on crypto. Maybe I should just trade crypto, bro. This is so dirty. So we're respecting this 930, and I believe it's pretty much over at this point. Unless we get like a random slam lower to be like, all right, there goes the selling pressure. But 10-minute chart, we still haven't closed a 10-minute candle yet. Maybe the 10-minute candle shows us some resistance, but seems like the NASDAQ is the one that wants to play dirty today. Crypto's shorting beautifully off of every single level. No reason to close through it. This is crazy, bro. Can we at least get like back on track now? Or is it gonna once we take these lows, bro, see, it's about to do the same thing that happened yesterday. Not yesterday, a couple days ago. Once it takes these lows over here on crypto, or once it rebalances on crypto, I think it's gonna just stop going lower on NASDAQ. Bro, this is so stupid, bro. Like, how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know that you don't want to take any more lows if you're breaking through levels? I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Like, I might really just need to trade crypto, bro. It's the same exact setup. However, crypto delivers 10 a.m. No problem. Now you get magical resistance off of midnight. Magical resistance after breaking it. Like, stop it, bro. Just stop it. If you're bullish, you shouldn't even be way down here. And yeah, this is starting to look like a really easy bullish profile. And I hope it just tries to trap the buyers here and dumps like it should. But I don't think it will, yo. I think this is, now that we've hit this 10 a.m. level, now the sell idea completely starts to unravel. Unless like crypto just blasts through this level. You know what I mean? The whole idea was based on a rebalance at 10 a.m. And then now you see over here, none of these want to rebalance. Not one chart over here wants to rebalance. Typically what you'll see is maybe one, like NASDAQ will hit 10 a.m. and ES will just stay up here. You know what I mean? That's typically what happens. I don't know what would make today any different. But apparently price just wants to be dirty, bro. Like, if this ends up shorting, guys, you guys will see trading is a scam. What are you doing, bro? Who are you fooling? Just dump for the kid, bro. Notice where we reject, right? The same exact level that gave us the confirmation to take it lower. I understand a bounce, right? I understand price pushing higher. But the sell-off should be, right now, it should be free falling. It's 8 minutes into this new 30-minute candle here. We have a top wick. We want to see this new 30-minute candle take out this low, close through midnight, and continue that selling pressure. Like, my goodness, bro. I wish I was trading crypto. Even if I was trading crypto, though, I would want to short Ethereum, and Ethereum is taking its time also. We should at least hit 10 a.m. right here on Ethereum, bro. Once that happens, maybe I'll be a little bit happier with what's going on. I promise you, bro. Now, this is the moment of truth. If we can't get through here, I'm just going to cut it. Because we're officially taking this level. Let's see if we can get through this low here. Come on, bro. Just made us sit in all that drawdown. I need a strong close through here. 30 seconds. ES, I need a strong close through 930 as well. Look at the levels, right? Look at what ES is rejecting off of. The same exact levels. So it's nothing different. Nothing changes with this trade idea. Nothing at all, except for the fact that we have to deal with this dramatic drive higher. 930. Remember the reason I like the short on ES. We break under this previous pre-market high and we reject off it strongly and slam under 930, breaking the EMA. We get the closure through this rejection level with the retest. Bro, I don't like this, bro. I don't even like seeing any other color candle right now after this random drive higher. We should see a free fall similar to this push higher. We should see nothing but bearish candles on the way down, yo. But once we take this low on Bitcoin, I think I have to just give up on the short idea and wait for the buys, because there's no reason why you could get all this selling pressure here and then we have no pressure. There's nothing. We're still in drawdown here. We should be sitting in profit right now. But if we can maintain this midnight price, then I'm okay with just holding it. We start getting back above this midnight price, bro. I think I'll just take another paper cut and get out. I had to add 10 points to this for no reason, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Why can't I catch the clean deliveries? Look at this beautiful short lower. Look at that beautiful push higher. Look at this beautiful short lower. And then now we're dealing with a whole bunch of stupidity, bro. Did we take this low yet? I may try to find a way to trade crypto, bro. Didn't have to touch your stop at all over here on crypto. Like, what is this, bro? And I'm looking on the lower time frame. Like, do we have like a lower time frame fair value gap? Something that we can use as a point of interest. Here we go, hitting 10 a.m. on crypto. If we can't get through here on crypto, abandon the short idea completely, because there's way too much pressure. There should be nothing but shorts. Like, honestly, this is making me think if we do short, right? Let's say we finally get this break lower. It's going to go way past this low. It should take out the Asia low. But I believe crypto already took out Asia low. Let's see. Yeah, see, crypto already took out Asia low. Did both of them take it out? Okay, yeah, so there's a lot more downside, bro. We've already taken out Asia low on both, and then we push back, and then we still hold this structure. We should at least take out this swing low. At least take out one swing low. Nice rejection here. Do we finally get like a 15-minute closure underneath midnight? 2 minutes left. This is important right here. 30-minute candle has 17 minutes left. We need downside for the next 5 minutes. And then, okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is actually going to go. Now I'm starting to doubt it. At first, it was really, really clean. And now crypto is just doing everything that we want to see it do, while NASDAQ makes a genuine effort not to go any lower. Trying his hardest, right? You can see it just absorbing the cells and then immediately going right back up. I don't know, man. I might have to get out. I just know as soon as I get out, it's gonna be a random drop, like a flush. There goes the selling pressure once again. Why don't we see this on our chart? It's 11:13. All right, maybe at like 11:15, 11:20, we start seeing that selling pressure. First 15 minutes of a 30-minute candle can be a waste of time. Does happen at times. The scary part is we're like so close to this low. But if Bitcoin can take out this low, remember Bitcoin took out the highs. If Bitcoin took out the low, then I'm thinking we should be able to take out the lows on Ethereum. But nah, this is starting to just look like a scam. Yeah. The higher time frame refuses to close through midnight. Yet we keep respecting this level here. I don't want to buy it, but I don't feel comfortable holding these shorts too much longer. Why is it doing this? It's a very difficult trade to hold, right? Meanwhile, this looks excellent. Starting to show some bounce around this 10 a.m. We already closed through 10 a.m. over here, so that's a good sign. I think it's like a 15-minute candle. Yeah, so we got a strong close through this level. Strong close back up under this previous daily low. I would expect a free fall, bro, in crypto. Where's the next level? Let's go 4 hour. 4 hour chart. Crypto, we're here. We're closing through all of this. Previous support would be somewhere in this area. Something like that. That's what I would think. Way back down in this area. Let's go to the 5-minute. Really nice delivery here on crypto. No stress. Very, very, very. The sell signal, as I mentioned, was right here at 10:35. Very, very clean short. But as long as crypto keeps going lower, I believe we have to go lower on NASDAQ. Maybe it's just going to be a slow grind lower because we haven't taken out anything. 15-minute candle wicks this area, bro. That is crazy. Maybe there's a ton of buyers sitting here that we have to get through first. Once we get through these buyers, then you get the free fall. Or is the buyers, gonna hold up and just completely send price higher? Definitely making us sweat out this short right now. Yeah, man. It looks like crypto, it's like price is just waiting for crypto to take out these lows. And then once these lows are taken out, the shorts are probably just going to be absorbed after that. Cuz we should have broken through. It's 11:17. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes here. 15-minute candle failed to close. 20-minute candle should be close to closing. If we can get a strong close now, then that should do it for us. If this ends up being another wick, I think I have to just exit out and just wait for the buy. World's toughest short is officially in action. And I like how we haven't really expanded much here. So it's showing us that, we still have some room to work on crypto. But the scary part is, why is it so hard to short it right now? Every single move has been pretty strong today. This 30-minute chart looks fabulous. 20-minute chart looks fabulous, right? Look at the rejection up here. 20-minute fair value gap, pushing to it, turtle soup, whatever you want to call it. Strong close through. And then we have this session high here. Price pushes through. SMT off of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful sell signal. This looks like a top. But at what point do we flip back bullish? Like, are we actually going to take out these lows? 30-minute candle. 11 minutes left. 15-minute candle. Finally get a closure. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It was the 20-minute candle. It's going to close in 50 seconds here. Got to keep an eye on crypto in case it tries to take this low really quickly. This is good to see. You're getting a gap fill. We get a retest at 10 a.m. now. don't want to see much strength above 10 a.m. now. I want to see price show some weakness. We still haven't taken out any. Oh, wait, we did take out this. Oh, that's crypto. I'm sorry. Over here, we haven't taken out any 30-minute candle range, right? 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes. Let's go 30-minute chart. Yeah, I'm looking for this low at least, right? Price showed us divergence up here, weakness up here. I want to see us take one of these 30-minute lows, and it's right here. It's like 30 points away. For ES, it's only like 12 points away. Would love to see some speed now, man. That's strange. When crypto goes up, the network can go down. The indices can go down. Back around entry, 30-minute candle, 15-minute candle. I think they're just making us sweat these shorts for whatever reason. But as you can see, a strong close back underneath midnight, clean rejection from the same resistance that gave us the confirmation. Yet when price gets in this area, it just loses hope, bro. I don't know. Let's see. If crypto gets too strong here, I may have to just jump ship and just take the small paper cut while I have a chance. And I may miss the short, but then that means for sure I didn't take a big hit on my account. I don't know, bro. Like, there's always that like variable that price can just do something stupid because it wants to. There's no real reason behind it. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I think I have to get out, bro. Why are you so stupid, bro? Why are you so stupid? Look at it, just continue reaching higher and higher and higher. EMA right here could mean absolutely nothing, but yeah, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm out of here, bro. You know what? I don't care, bro. Just don't even let it do it to you, bro, because it's trying to do something here. I'm out. I hate this, bro. I don't want to trade this. Oh my goodness, dog. Watch it just find a way to just sell off. I don't want to deal with this, bro. I'm gonna have to get back in. Now I'm gonna have to get back in because midnight price is holding up. What's going on over here? Nice rejection, yeah. Bro, how does this keep happening, bro? It's like I'm involved with the ugliest trades possible. Do I want to get back in here? Decent rejection off of that level. I don't know if I want to get back in. Yeah, I'll just wait for the buys, bro. What do you notice over here on ES? ES is just doing the complete opposite of what we're doing over here. We fall below midnight. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. 10 a.m. seems to be the draw here. Price is not bearish at this point. I'm done with the shorts. I'm gonna completely just get my mind off the short and look for a buy. How many points was that? Yeah, I'm convinced this isn't what I want to short. You see the absorption. Why is price breaking lower just to hold these same levels, right? So I'll take that small loss and I will sit here and just wait for a better trade. And I think it's gonna be the buy. How will I play this buy here? It won't be a SMT play, being that this candle isn't taking out anything and we don't have SMT on the previous candle either. We have this bearish SMT, which was being supported by these levels up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the power of 3 here. The same levels that we were working off earlier. Watch this end up shorting, bro. Like, and I'm just going to be like, I don't know what to do, bro. I don't think it's bearish, though. If it is bearish, this is the ugliest short you could ask for. Yeah, I don't think it's bearish. You're going to get this pretend to short early in the candle. Why is it showing so much selling pressure and then flipping bullish? We just saw this. Price did all of that downward movement and then ended up closing back up here. So this is exactly what's going to happen on this candle as well. Like, we know your tricks, bro, but it's funny how you can just pick a random spot and just hang out here. We break midnight a few times, and now you're seeing price just decide, I don't want to go too far below midnight. I'm sorry. I may break it, but I don't want to get too far below it. Same thing here. I may break it. I may give you a nice wick rejection once, but I want to push up against it again and again and again. That's telling me, nah, if you broke it and you were able to retest with a nice rejection candle, if you're really genuine about going lower, you should start going lower. What's up with crypto here? I don't know, bro. I've never seen anything be stupid like this consistently. Bullish, right? Just go bullish. But if you're bearish and you just look at how we just keep respecting these levels, yet I don't see that delivery yet. I'd rather just miss the shorts at this point. Because if I get in right now, like watch this, if I just pretend to get in, it's going to go the opposite way for no reason. 90-point stop, target the low. Crypto, what are you doing over here? I'm okay with missing this short at this point, bro. I don't care for it. See what happens if we can just take this low, bro. Then we're going to see finally some sort of flip back bullish. The shorts had to deal with way too much. So I don't believe it's bearish. It's probably going to flip back bullish any second now. If this does end up selling off, it's hilarious how price found a way to take a good 45 minutes to do nothing. Meanwhile, maybe that's how they get you, right? They show you all these beautiful moves, and then the real move takes forever to make you just second guess because this short is finally expanding here. But I can almost tell we're probably gonna wick right off of this low. Turn right back around or something stupid. I don't know, man. Nice rejection here on crypto, yeah. So a nice strong close back under this previous daily low and 10 a.m. Bitcoin is at least holding its bearishness. You got this low being taken out right here. Oh no, not yet. Equal low. Once this low gets taken, that's going to be a 30-minute low. And that could be enough to flip price bullish for us. I just truly don't believe it's bearish anymore. And there goes that random drive higher. I wish we would just take out the low so we can get going here. So how would I draw up this buy, right? What I want to know is, first of all, what order flow is in charge right now? We see price make a new high, push back into a bullish area of interest. All of this is bullish, right? And with that push, how does price respond to 930? How is price responding to that previous session? So right now we see a lot of bearishness. Like I don't see any reason why, why price would go bullish right this second. But if we can start climbing back above 930 and holding it on a retest, all right, notice every time we close through it, we get a retest. That's a doji. That doesn't really mean much unless we start to push back through this resistance above. So if you get something like this, then this is a clean buy scenario, because we've watched the shorts fail over and over and over. Really good short profile, but as you can see, price just doesn't want to go anywhere right now. And if we can flip 9 a.m., 9:30, retest it, hold it, get above this previous session resistance level, then that's telling me, bingo, the buys are ready to go. Crypto still showing that weakness. So I think it's still gonna go lower, but am I really hip for a short? I think I want to short this now, bro. If I lose, oh well, bro. Yeah, I gotta short this, bro. I don't see any reason not to. I think it's just wasting everybody's time. 90-point stop. Short. 25,472. And if I lose, oh well. I can't sit here and play this game, bro. These are obvious rejections, obvious delivery lower. And maybe it's just gonna make you wait all day for a short. But if it, like I said, like if it does stop me out, I got one more trade left in me today. So this is the first trade idea. Just let it try to go, bro. Because at this point, bro, there's no reason to buy it. All right. We're seeing the obvious rejections here. All right. There's no reason for me to really even think about buying, bro. Maybe we get that random drop here in a second, but all these failed attempts to go higher, as long as we hold this midnight price, I'm bearish underneath it, 100%. And we keep holding it. Now we're starting to get higher time frame closures underneath it, 30-minute closure underneath it. If this tries to go bullish like right here, right now, I'll laugh. I'll just laugh. But I can't let this like throw me off of what I'm looking for, bro. I don't know how we keep closing through it and then immediately getting back above it. But I think it's just wasting time, and it should just dump any second now. It's just hilarious. So like I don't really want to deal with this price action, but it's like when you're watching market before you start trading, you're like, okay, this looks good. I want to trade this. You got nice moves lower. My bad. You got nice moves higher. You got clear, obvious levels. You see price respecting, rejecting. Nice. S&T at the highs. Yeah, I want to trade this. But then as soon as you get into a trade, it starts to play around your levels as if it's trying to get in your head. Like, why are you deciding to play around here? right? It's one thing if you just blow through and stop me out. All right, I was wrong. But you're pushing right into the levels that I specifically have highlighted. And then you're playing games around them. You're breaking them. Then you're falling back below them. Then you retest. And then you fall back below it. And then you break it again. And it's like, bro, who are you? Who told you to do this? Why are you doing this for one? Like, same thing over here. You got this failed attempt to go lower right now. And that's not good. The only reason I like the shorts is because we were starting to get up under 10 a.m. And notice the wick over here off of 10 a.m. I might be fried, bro. I might be fried. Fried chicken. This is like, I've never seen any. This is the worst one yet. Because we've seen the shorts just drop. We've seen the shorts pretty much be really clean. If we can't get back through 930 here, I have to close it out again, bro. Which I'll take the small paper cuts. I'll take those. Just don't do nothing weird and try to like blast off right here, right now, right? At least give me a chance to get out if price wants to start holding these levels. Which it looks like it's not going to even. Yeah, 930 is going to hold here. What is up with this, bro? I don't know. I have no idea, guys. But this is starting to look like, all right, now we're probably going to start actually breaking. We broke it, and now we're retesting it, and then now this is pushing up. I got to get out before it tries to nuke me. Yeah, I got to get out there. 2 stupid paper cuts, and I'm not trying to short no more, bro. I'm not trying to short no more. It can fall without me. I'd rather catch the buy here. I don't like how this keeps shimmying around these areas. Did we take this low? Nope, equal low there. 15-minute candle. Any SMT. No SMT. All right, yeah, so the only thing holding us back now is this previous session high. As you can see, ES, we've broken this 930 price a few times, but we've also rejected and got back underneath it. If price can get comfortable above here, I will definitely buy this. I don't care for the shorts anymore. And I want to target Asia high or the previous weekly high. And there goes crypto breaking out. Yeah. So remember going into the short, right? My whole idea was I wanted to see if we could retest 10 a.m. You can see that instead of retesting 10 a.m., what did price want to do? Price stalls at midnight price, which is fine. That's okay with me. I understand that this could happen. If it doesn't want to continue to 10 a.m., I have to read midnight. We can break midnight here, which we broke it once. What was the resistance once we broke midnight? It was this 10 p.m. level. So once we break midnight here, if we can get above here on NASDAQ as well, and then get above this level right here on ES, I'm going to buy ES, and that'll be it. Win or lose, that'll be my last trade. Volume still looks pretty solid. It's just the narrative behind the trade is what you want to stick with. My narrative for this short was a retest of 10 a.m. If price doesn't want to get there, it would have to be midnight price that would stop it from happening, which is why, remember, I waited for price to break here and show some strength underneath it, short it, doesn't want to work. All right, that's cool. Telling me you want lower. That's fine. Crypto, what happens? We hit 10 a.m. on crypto on both assets like we're supposed to do on on the indexes. Crypto is just so much cleaner. Now that we see that crypto's finding strength off of this, now I'm like, yeah, I like the buys for sure. Let's get a break and retest. Once we clear this obvious level of resistance right here, I'm hip for higher. And it should run higher. If not, if it tries to short, then I'm like, I accept it. You know what I mean? I know this price action won't last long. And once it starts to cooperate, I'll be good. Really nice speed here. It's just weird that we're leaving these 30-minute lows like that. But if price doesn't want it, it doesn't want it. We do have these highs at the start of this move here, relative equal highs here. SMT, if this is a fake SMT, price will push directly back into that high. All right, so see if we can get this retest right now. Oh, we already got the retest over here. Maybe a retest over here. If no retest off midnight, I want to see a for sure retest off of this previous resistance level right here. If we can get that, I'm in the buys. Buy ES. What would my stop look like? Below 930, 12 points. And it sucks because this high becomes a problem. Maybe price slams off of this high. But you can't trade like that, bro. If price wants to chop, you're not supposed to make money. Like, I can't sit here and try to anticipate choppy price action. I'm anticipating draws on liquidity. We take this high, go break even, right? That's the way you protect yourself. But I anticipate if price doesn't want to go lower, then that means it wants to go higher. If I give it a 12-point stop, I can get 8 micros. All right, and that's what I'll be looking for. Let's see if we can get this break and retest right now. It's tough because I want to buy it right now to get a better entry price, but you don't know if this level is going to break yet. Really nice. Good exit. Good speed here. Notice how price is pushing directly back into this level. Ethereum is breaking it. This is good speed, bro. My goodness. This is good speed, man. And I hate when it does this, bro. Because it's shaking you out of trades. But we should get a pullback, man. If we don't get a pullback, I'll take it. 2 paper cuts today. But if you're following along with what I'm looking at, you can see exactly what the narrative is when I'm getting into a trade. I don't just, I can't get into a trade without a narrative. And the break and retest confirms a narrative for me. So when we break underneath this 10 p.m., retest at 10 p.m., and then close strongly underneath midnight with unmitigated open price down below, I'm like, my eyes immediately go here, similar to what we saw in crypto. Price should literally free fall directly into this level, and then price will build structure off of this level and give you another trade idea. It's so simple. Like, it's so simple. What makes it complicated is when the market is almost it's teasing you at these levels. Like, why are you breaking and retesting so strongly if you're not bearish anymore? It's almost like crypto did the job for us. Crypto hit that level and price was satisfied. I don't know. What price is this level at? 68.91. I don't know, bro, but realistically, we should get a retest. Bro, this is such a scam, bro. It's like when I'm not in the trade, it makes sure to go without me. When I'm in the trade, it's like, oh, let's convince him to get in so he can get in, and then we're not going to go that way. But I think we catch this buy, bro. I think there's going to be a pullback. As always, it's 11:43. At 12 o'clock, we'll get some sort of random pullback, and that's where I'll get in on the buys. Let's see what the chat is up to, bro. Let's see what the chat is up to, man. Straight chilling. Maybe just want to touch the 1 hour EMA. Let's see. Everybody's chilling. Price is going to retest one of these levels, right? We should, now that we have this power of 3 profile unfolding, Honestly, you could buy it here, but the one thing, like I was saying before, these levels, 930 open price is a very important level. So you need to see a strong closure through here. Because if you notice, right, what happens at 10 a.m., you get a deep drive underneath 10 a.m., equal low here. So there's SMT underneath 10 a.m. You get a closure through 10 a.m. with a retest. Beautiful. It's going to be similar to this every time. Closure through, retest, and follow through, showing you price wants higher. What's the most recent roadblock? 930. So if I wanted to buy here, this is a buy signal for crypto. All right. Stop underneath this last drive lower. And I'm looking for midnight price as my next target, like a 1-to-1 type of trade. All right. Very clean. Like this is just so much cleaner than I don't honestly, bro. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to practice this. I'm gonna have to start taking trades on crypto because Top Step does offer um Bitcoin, and because I'm basically down to my last trades on Funded, those are basically cooked. All my evals cooked them last week. So essentially, when I reset and I get new accounts, I'm gonna go with Top Step just because they allow crypto, and I'm gonna have to start taking these trades, bro. This is I can ask for for a better sell and just trade Bitcoin because I can't trade Ethereum on the Top Step. There goes your 1-to-1 there. There goes your flip, and I would be in this buy right here because Ethereum breaks here, and we're clearly not bearish. You get a buy there. Nasdaq ES, I must wait on a retest, and as you can see, price doesn't want to give a retest because it's just stupid. Oh man, we're gonna end up looking for another short, bro. We know don't chase Nasdaq. Just don't chase it. You might be able to chase Bitcoin, like with an entry like here, where you just chase it, get a safe stop. But I know for a fact you do not want to chase Bitcoin here. And now we're taking out this high. We're for sure gonna get a pullback now that we sweep this high. I want to see price offer some sort of rejection once again and give us that pullback. This level up here is going to be a brick wall for price. Asia high is very close. What was the most recent resistance over here? So we had this level right here. If price wants to run into it, it's going to reject 930 right now. Can reject price. A good pullback, and I'm going long. Nice. So this is the pullback you're interested in, right? We break the resistance that was holding price underneath it, and price is going to show you if it wants to go higher by completely rejecting this level and starting to close more 5-minute candles. If we get that, then I'm gonna buy it. Nice rejection so far. Why won't we? I need a deeper drive here on ES. It's okay. OSTV. Yeah, I want a deeper drive. Maybe even retest of midnight here. But I would love ES to just offer some sort of retesting here. There we go. Let's see if we get that drive now. We got the EMA down in here. We got a 5-minute fair value gap. There goes that drive. As we mentioned, you're going to see that pullback off of certain levels. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Now we get to see the confirmation to go higher. Nice. Asia high is sitting at 68.91. Very good. Very good. So you notice what price is rejecting off of, right? Price is retesting this previous session. And then now you have, I think I would even buy, yeah, I would buy NASDAQ. Just depending on the stop loss, right? I want a decent risk to reward here. I can get underneath midnight with 70. And then my first target is going to be this previous resistance. And then you have 930 open price, which hasn't even been tapped yet for NASDAQ. That's 80 points away, 1.2 R. And then with here, I would get a bad feel. If price tried to turn around right now, right, I would have to buy it up here somewhere. And that RR wouldn't be ideal. But I would anticipate ES to take out Asia high, being that we didn't take out Asia low, just left it there. And then NASDAQ should at least make a new pre-market high if it can't take Asia high, which is way up here, right? All right, here we go. Does this actually go back bearish? I'm chilling. Like, I'm officially, like, I'm telling you guys, like, the way I see the markets, I could never really, like, change. Because a lot of the times it's so obvious where price is trying to go. The only time it's hard for someone like me is when price is breaking and retesting and then breaking the opposite way and then breaking back under and then breaking again. And now you're seeing this where the retest, imagine this doesn't hold and price ends up closing back under midnight. Then it's like, okay, bro, you're just purposely not trying to pay out any money right now. So I can't be mad at myself whatsoever. I can't point the finger at myself. Point the finger at the stupidity on these charts right now. 30-minute candle. We're about to get another SMT, bro. If this goes bearish again, bro. If this goes bearish, I may short crypto. Because what are you noticing, right? We use 10 a.m. to climb higher, but what did I say about 930 price? It's very important to break 930. We broke it on Ethereum, but the retest on Bitcoin never happened successfully. We're now about to close right back under 930. So if price were to do this, then that's a short signal. Do you guys see this right now? This is going to go right back bearish. This is going right back bearish, my friend. Unless we can't break 930. Maybe you're getting that 30-minute SMT about to form. I don't know. Like I'm almost to the point where it's like, bro, get out of my face. Cause the moment you try to lock in on the shorts, it's gonna do the same thing. Pretend to be bullish. I'm not the type to like blame price action, bro. I'm not that type of trader, bro. But this is like, what are you doing, bro? We push back up under the session low. We push back to 930. This is the last hope for the buyers. You would just hope that maybe there's some sort of correction back higher. If not, you got to go bearish here. Yeah, you got to go short here. This is crazy, bro. We keep getting this massive divergence at the highs. First sell signal, it decided not to work. Now we're going into 12 o'clock with another divergence. And here goes the short somehow, bro. Like I said, coming into this move higher, if price takes this high, you got to go break even if you're in this buy. Now that it takes the high, it shows you price is not really showing that trend higher. It really looks like it's bearish, right? But I don't know if this is really worth trading, bro. Somehow this is continuing to. This is crazy for me. This is crazy for me right now. Now you can't tell me this isn't bearish at this point. But at the same time, it's not, because we still don't know if it's going to survive another drive back into this area. Why can't we close through 930? You know what I mean? So this is It's like it's playing both sides, right? All right, here we go. Another break-in retest of this midnight level. Sharp pullback. We fall back underneath this previous support, but we've broken it once. As long as we don't break this low, we can consider this a lower high. All you need is price to climb back above the EMA, back above midnight, retest, and I'm buying that because right now we've officially retested this level twice. We closed here earlier, reject, strong closure, another strong closure, sweep the high. You're gonna get a pullback after a high is taken, so that's, you know how that goes. Now let's see if price can actually start to do something like this, where it either pulls back here and goes higher, or it pulls back into here. And at that point, I am happy to try along, anticipating a retest of 930 up here. And if that doesn't prove to be the right mindset, then price should fail to even break this right now. We've fallen back below this midnight price a few times here. So if price is bearish, it shouldn't even get back above like this previous resistance. That's the whole point of not looking at the 1 minute chart, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. I like the 5 minute to give you at least some sort of a drive with the break and retest. I think we're starting to officially confirm this bullishness. This major sell-off was after we took a high, so it makes sense. And then now we're getting that pressure back above the EMA, back above midnight. In like 15 minutes or so, we should be clear for a buy. I may buy NASDAQ, like I said, because the risk to reward would be a little bit better if I target the 930 level. I can catch 100 points there with a 70, 75 point stop, maybe even 80 point stop to be safe. But yeah, keep in mind, price has to break this midnight with a strong move, break above all of this resistance, this previous daily level here, before I even think about buying this. Just in, President Trump considers eliminating taxes on gambling winnings. That's crazy. I like this, bro. I like higher for sure now. Nice retest. You're getting that volume. You're seeing price still has the volume, right? We took this high. We dropped like how many points? At least 100 points on this drop, showing you that the volume is still there. Really nice. Really nice. And like I mentioned, this would be a power of three play. It really has nothing to do with the SMT. But if we look at the SMT, we'll see that the only levels that we're holding price down are being broken right now. This midnight price. All right. Nice, strong midnight price. And we had this weekly open was the only threat going into it. And you see the weekly open has failed twice to make a break lower. We rejected weekly open once, failed to break this low. Reject weekly open twice, failed to break 930. I want to go long here, 75 points. And then we got 4 micros on this closure. It's 12:04. 30-minute candle doesn't really have a wick, does it? It has a small wick. Let's see if this next 5-minute candle can pull back real quick. And I'm looking to get in on that pullback. Entry price probably around the EMA. 25,525 for the buys on NASDAQ. $25,525. 4 micros, 70 points. Bro, my keyboard, I think I need batteries. And we're going for 110. Yeah, like 110 points. And I can drop my order in here somewhere. 25,525. And it's funny because I could easily buy it right now, but we should get some sort of pullback. There it is. There it is. I'm filled. Looking for a move back to those highs. These lows look protected. I could be dead wrong here, but at the same time, I've given the shorts way too many attempts to move lower, and now we're flipping back above midnight after 2 strong rejections on ES following this weekly open being hit, showing me that this is clear absorption right here. That's the first one, and now we have the second move lower, and all we're looking for now is some speed back higher, bro. And then that'll be it. This is my last trade. I won't even touch this trade. Win or lose, just let this one push. We have nothing stopping price. If we look on the higher time frames, there's nothing stopping price. Well, we have this bearish gap right here, so that could lead to a pullback. But other than that, right, so we had this bearish gap sitting right here. We anticipate selling pressure. This is why I was loving this short, bro. But you see the short get absorbed, and then now we're starting to flip through this reaction, right? You had the rejection, you got this bearish gap on the 10-minute. It's probably a 5-minute gap that was created, right? So you see all the pressure that was created, and price is just absorbing it. We invert this gap, fail to go lower. Now we have this one last bearish gap sitting right here, which you see price reject again and fail to go lower. So now this is the next culprit. Price should slam right through it. We've already pretty much broken. Yeah, I need batteries. Hold on. Let me go get some batteries. Price has already broken through it. The one I just deleted, right? This bearish gap right here, we broke through it once, twice, failed to go lower. We're not worried about that. So now we anticipate price to use this red area as support, and that's what it's doing. So we want to see some speed off of this specific red bar here. I'll make it gray just to change it up. Want to see speed off of here. This level right here, as I mentioned, we saw sellers are present inside of this gap, but the algorithm did not allow this sell-off to break structure, telling us once we get up in here, we should blast through this and then begin to use this level as support. And then that'll be TP right there. So that's the narrative. Can't really draw up anything else here. Shorts are 100% dead to me. So if price wants to short, there would be no way for me to play on that. Crypto still stalling, but I like how even though we're stalling, we're still holding certain levels here. Back above this Asia low. Same thing over here, Asia low. Holding that level nicely. Back above 10 a.m. Held that level really well. All right, and then you have obvious SMT with how deep we were able to drive here. So let's see if we can get that expansion higher. At this point though, like what I'm starting to understand is maybe I shouldn't trade 10 a.m. the first hour or two. I should probably start streaming at 11:30 because these moves are happening way later, bro. Like no coincidence. Look at it. It's literally 12:10 before the sales could be ruled out. But I can't. I don't really want to do that because I don't mind. The shorts were the right play for me. Clearly the shorts were right because price couldn't go higher. Right? This was the first move right here that showed you price wanted higher. And that was at 11:40. Up until that point, I knew that price was gonna hit something in here and sell back down towards 10 a.m. or midnight. Right? I thought 10 a.m. cost me a couple of paper cuts. Whatever. It ended up being midnight. Price wanted to retest midnight. Cool. Now that that's done, I understand that the next phase of the market can easily deliver higher because it clearly doesn't want lower. So even though, like I said, the moves are happening a little later, I could still see them. It's not like they're hard to see. The hard part is like, why is the market being so stingy with certain moves? Like this sell could have hit 10 a.m. for us. It could have hit 10 a.m. and still been bullish, right? It just decided not to. So I'm going to keep my eyes on this high. We break this high, I may go break even just in case price tries to give you an aggressive pullback before going higher. We've seen that before, right? So set some alerts up in this area. And then that's that. All right, cool. What's today? The 11th. Good speed there. Let me go get some batteries. 1 second. All right, so now that the speed is in, now you really got to be aware of how price responds at this high. We see what happens when price accelerates into a high. It just crashes lower. So I may go break even, but it's tough because how far did this one pull back? Let's see. Maybe get a safe stop loss, take some risk off the table in case it tries to reverse. But I'm not bearish, right? So like that's why I'm like, why would I go break even if I'm not bearish? It could literally stab me out at break even and then still go higher. So that's the dilemma I'm facing right now. Looking at the first move, when we took out this high, we take this high, pulled back, we literally pulled back all the way to the golden pocket and then continued higher. So now we're taking out, oh no, it hasn't taken it yet, but now we're pushing up at this high. If price is going to pull back, it should hold at least that golden pocket area. So what would that look like on NASDAQ? Golden pocket down in here, so take off a little bit. But I can't go break even, bro. Like, it just defeats the whole point of taking the trade. If you go break even before the trade could even hit your target, you know, it's different if it gives you, how many points are we up? 53. I have a 60-point stop loss now. So 1-to-1 would be basically right now. So if you wanted to secure 1-to-1, that's your best bet. Instead of going break even, just get out of the trade at 1-to-1. All right, that's way better than going break even on this trade idea. But for me, I'm not doing any of it. And it hurts me sometimes, but more times than not, it ends up paying me out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to be a scary trader, bro. Like, that's just not my MO. Right? How many times does price blow way through my TP? A lot. How many times does price get right before my TP and go all the way to stop? Not that often. So when it happens, it is frustrating, but it doesn't happen that much. What's ES doing? Did it take that high? All right, with ES taking that high, I want to see NASDAQ take this high as well. If it doesn't want to take that high, then I could probably get a bunch of drawdown on this pullback here, but I accept that. Like I said, if you're a trader and you're watching this and you're like, I think I would just take the profit here, you should do that. I try not to trade like that because if I'm right, I'm right. That's how I look at trading. If you're on the right side of the market, it should keep taking out highs and lows should be protected. If there's some trading days where the market likes to take out a high and then take out a low and then take out a high and then take out a low, then I accept that I just wasn't meant to make money on that day because I know every day can't do that, right? Every day is not going to have that type of delivery. So if I lose on that day, then I'll be like, all right, whatever. Price action was just a blender. But on the days where price actually trends and protects lows, I want to make a good amount to help cover any losses that I may take in the future. Because I personally think that this is a small target, right? I'm not even targeting the pre-market high, the 7 a.m. highs. I'm not even targeting those. I'm targeting the 9:30 open price. I'm considering this to be, you know, like a Judas lower, and we're slowly pushing back up. Maybe take profits at this high here because we've seen resistance at this high. But other than that, I have to stick with the big boy style of trading so that once price starts expanding and trending, I'm starting to catch major returns. Because I'm not afraid of not afraid of being wrong. I think that's what somebody said in the chat the other day. They're like, bro, if you're losing, you just gotta stop, take a break. I'm like, bro, I've been trading too long, bro. If I'm wrong, I don't care if I'm wrong, right? It's me in the bigger picture. Am I usually more right than I am wrong? Yeah, I would say so. I'm usually way more right than I am wrong. So that kind of like puts me in this mindset to where like if I was a rookie trader, yes, I would be scared right now. I would be closing this out. I would be like, yeah, I need to secure this before it reverses on me. And that's appropriate if you're new. But if you're someone who's been watching these charts for years and you see how the market likes to play games and you see how the market works essentially, you're supposed to adjust, right? Your personality, you're supposed to adjust how you handle things. And what I'll do is I'll probably just hold my trade until crypto can take out this swing high right here because everything looks bullish all the way through and I expect the momentum to continue. Similar to the short, right? Our target for crypto was either 10 a.m. or the low for the short pressure, and price offered that and flips. Now this is going to be my internal target here. If we can get to there, I anticipate price to either continue or flip. So if let's say we get way up here before crypto can take out this high, then there's a good reason for me to just hold my trade. Really nice. About 85 points right now. Floating 85. It's just tough though. Like the one thing for me, like I am having a hard time like adjusting to these smaller moves because like it'll show you these big moves in right in front of your face. Like it's different if I wake up and I say, "Oh wow, price hasn't been able to move today. Let me just get some smaller trades." I'll do that. But look at what happens when the market opened today. We got a 250 point drop. When I see that type of stuff, and then it's followed by what? A 200. Oh, wait, hold on. Then it's followed by a 230 point buy. When I see that, that tells me the volume is fine. If you're on the right side of the market, you're going to catch 100 plus points on your trade. So I'm going to aim for 100 plus points. That's how I see it. Here goes ES pushing towards this Asia high here. Now this is where I have to be careful because we've been blessed with 90 straight points, no drawdown. So now it's like, all right, are you going to be greedy for an extra 40 points? Especially with this Asia high right here, right now. It all depends on how price responds, right? If we can get a nice blast through it, then I'm cool with it. Price starts showing irky jerky wick activity here, I should get out. Because this is a point where price could pull back for no reason and make you wait much longer for your TP. Or it could just blast through it. Here we go. I think we blast through it. Let's go. Finally. I think we're back, man. The short just happened to avoid 10 a.m. today. Any other time I've taken this short, it'll hit 10 a.m. right on the button. And then we'll flip and then we'll take the buys as well, depending on how much I make on this short, right? Yeah, we're blasting through this Asia high here. Let's go ahead. I want to see what price can do here. Can we get one last expansion higher? floating at about 100 points. So this is excellent territory to secure profit in today green. Let's see how this candle closes. I like that we got a nice push. Let's see what happens here. Are we going to wick this area? Very close to this high on crypto. This is also, like I said, a part of my narrative. So if we keep pushing towards this high, I anticipate NASDAQ to just continue higher until we take this high. Um, 100 points right now. I might as well, yeah, VIP, I'm gonna tell them to close out at 105 points. There goes that push, and there goes TP. There it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here. If we get these highs, we're about to. Thank you. There we go. 109. 100 and yeah, I think I gotta take this. Yeah, this is fine. I'm out there. 103 for me. All right, screenshot this. Like I said, like I don't even have any notes for today, bro. This is trading, bro. Sometimes it's gonna edge your targets for no reason, but if you know what you're looking for, and we know what we're looking for, you can flip beautifully. The question is, do you get that volume? And thankfully, that volume is present. And this is not. You can't complain about that, right? Session. There goes those highs being taken. Yeah, trade complete. 105, 103 points or so, whatever. So I'm gonna draw this up here. Got out break even basically on the first short, and then small loss on the second short, targeting these levels. But as you can see, right, you can see what I'm looking at, guys. Like, why did I like the short? This specific gray area, this midnight price was giving you clues that price wanted lower. So I tried a short. Very simple. Clean power 3. Wrong. It doesn't want to give you the the trade, whatever. The moment we flip it again here, we broke it once and then we flip back above it here. I'm buying that every time. Right? And there goes 100 points in the opposite direction. It's crazy. All right, cool. Cool. Much needed. Tomorrow's Friday. Let me check the news real quick. Download this. And there you have it. Everyone should have made some money today. It's only 12:32. Right on time. How many RR was that? Plus 70 to 110 in the VIP, 1.5 R. Yeah, this should be where things start to pick up for me. So I'm just gonna stick to it. Like I say, bro, like if I get upset, it's because the market is really trying to sabotage a really good setup. If we don't see any of this weird choppiness right here, there's no reason to even think short. But it's like it's picking the perfect areas to try and throw you off. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Boom, boom, boom. But I think I'm gonna stream on YouTube from this point forward. All right, cool. Drop this in the chat. And that's that. I think I'm gonna stream on YouTube, bro. What do you guys think? You guys like YouTube better or what? I think I like YouTube better. Why not? Hmm. All right, cool. That's that for today. I'll go ahead journal this and yeah. Let's see if we can start to heat up here, bro. Oh my goodness. It's crazy, bro. Let's see if we can start to heat up here. Hope everybody made some money today. All right, cool. So yeah, any questions as always, jump in the chat. And then we'll be back tomorrow. I meant to check the news for tomorrow before I get out of here. We have no red news tomorrow. Cool. That works for me. That works for me, man. We'll see what we get. All right. I'll catch you guys later. And as always, take care. God bless. And let's pick it up where we left off tomorrow. All right. Later. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.